Earlier this year, Tesla announced its Investor Day event to be held in March at the company's Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. The aim of this event was to make people see what Tesla is planning long-term and to show updates on the company's progress. Interestingly, following the Investor Day event, Tesla investor and CEO at Future Funds, Gary Black, has become even more bullish on the car company for several reasons. Hello everyone and welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. After Musk made the announcement of its Investor Day in January, several Tesla investors anticipated lots of groundbreaking announcements during the event. And while there were indeed several announcements made, some Tesla analysts believe that Tesla failed to deliver on most of its anticipated projects. On the other hand, Future Funds CEO Gary Black thinks that Tesla actually emphasized on the necessary details, and because of this, he sees the car company going to even higher levels in the next couple of years. Why has Gary Black said this? Let's find out. But before we start, if you like this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay up to date on everything happening with Tesla. At the Investor Day event, Elon Musk emphasized efficiency and cost-cutting while commenting on sustainable energy, although he didn't offer any specifics on new products or services. Musk announced that the company is building its next Gigafactory in Mexico, where it will build a next-generation vehicle. Prior to this, there had been previous reports that Tesla was planning its sixth Gigafactory in Mexico when Musk had reportedly toured 3 Mexican states in December. During the event, Musk disclosed that the facility will be built in the Mexican state of Nuevo León, which shares a small border with Texas, where Tesla's Austin Gigafactory is located. Tesla also confirmed that the new factory will be manufacturing a next-generation vehicle, although Musk didn't talk about this in detail. Elon Musk also revealed the third part of Tesla's master plan, in which the company will lead the global effort to eliminate fossil fuels and convert the world to sustainable energy. Tesla has previously shared 2 other master plans. The first, released in 2006, outlined a general strategy of creating a luxury electric sports car and then progressively more affordable models of electric vehicles. The second was released in 2016 and outlined goals for Tesla to expand its EV vehicle line to address all major segments of transportation, including a pickup truck and a high passenger density urban transport. This new plan, however, includes adding renewable power to the existing grid, producing more electric vehicles, installing heat pumps in homes and buildings, using high-temperature heat delivery and hydrogen for industrial applications, amongst others. For the purpose of this, Musk projects that it will take $10 trillion in investments to bring about the sustainable future powered by renewable energy, stating that this is not a big number relative to the global economy. A part of this vision also involves expanding the world's energy storage capacity by up to 240 terawatt-hours, which Tesla claims can be accomplished without needing to mine a significant amount of ore. According to Elon Musk, it would only need less than 30% of all nickel in the earth, as well as iron. Musk also added that the infrastructure needed will include wind and solar and will take less than 0.2% of the Earth's surface. For its next-generation vehicle, Tesla disclosed very little details, as it only displayed 2 veiled vehicles during the presentation, hinting at how it will build its next generation of vehicles on a completely different platform design. A big part of that design is building in a way that relies on automation to scale faster and cheaper. Tesla also formally introduced an upgrade to its charging stations, which opens them up to vehicles that aren't Tesla's. However, following the event of Tesla's Investor Day, the automaker's shares were down nearly 6%, despite positive analyst sentiment. Although this could be merely a coincidence, it could also be that Tesla failed to address the necessary issues during the event, especially as it failed to give details on the much-anticipated next-generation vehicle. Several analysts believe that if Tesla is able to get a hold on this, then it could be a game-changer for the automaker. According to American businessman Mark Fields, Tesla is already producing the world's best and compelling electric vehicles at scale. The former Ford CEO stated that Tesla is an actual manufacturing company and is doing better at what these other companies specialize in. He added, when it comes to software and battery, Tesla is way ahead of the competition. The automaker focuses on how things will be done instead of what needs to be done. Tesla is focused on enhancing its manufacturing capacity, which could help it achieve a multi-year target of clocking 50% annual growth in deliveries, and pave the way for it to become the world's largest company by 2030. The automaker reported an installed annual vehicle production capacity of 1.9 million at the end of the third quarter last year, a massive increase over the prior year's period's capacity of just over 1 million vehicles. Tesla's aggressive capacity expansion and the fact that the global light EV market could clock annual shipments of nearly 27 million units, compared to 6.3 million units in 2021, indicate that the company is moving in the right direction to make the most of this booming market. Tesla's production capacity is set to increase further as its Cybertruck production line is currently in the tooling phase in Texas. And the car company also plans to bring other products such as the Roadster and Robotaxi online in the future, which should lead to an increase in production capacity. Mark Fields stated that the leadership of the EV sector will depend on who wins in terms of appealing product, software, user interface, cost leadership, and consistent execution. Tesla is already one generation ahead of other automakers, and in a couple of years, it could either continue to be the leader or one of the leaders of the EV sector. Tesla plans to produce 20 million cars by 2030, and while this may seem like a pretty difficult thing to achieve, it is important to consider that Tesla may only need to build about half a dozen more factories for it to reach this goal. It is predicted that by 2030, Tesla's Berlin and Austin factories could each be producing over 1 million vehicles per year, meaning that in a few years, these factories combined will be producing as many vehicles as Tesla's current global production capacities from 4 factories. Experts predict that by 2027, at least 80% of all new vehicles produced and purchased will be electric, thereby creating demand for these cars that Tesla plans to produce. It's no news that demand for ICE vehicles is gradually dwindling, and in a few years, ICE vehicles could become more expensive per mile in terms of proportion to recharge versus refueling the car. They will also be expensive in terms of maintenance and their contribution to environmental pollution. There is no doubt that disruptive technology is taking over, and this is why Tesla will continue to win. While there are analysts and investors like Scotty Kilmer and Bill Miller who believe that the promised future of EVs is only a mirage, others like Ross Gerber and Steve Wesley have rather big expectations about EV demand in the future. According to Ross Gerber, Tesla has been able to shrink the footprint for manufacturing its cells from what it was during the automaker's battery day to a smaller size, allowing it to build factories all over the world more efficiently. He also noted that battery production is the key to the alternative energy success, as well as EV and transportation, meaning that the 4680 is probably one of the most important technological advances in modern history, and if Tesla is able to achieve this, it could take the car company to the next level. Similarly, founder and a managing partner of the Wesley Group, Steve Wesley, cited that Tesla is way ahead of others in over-the-air software and next-generation to robotization manufacturing, which gives it a hedge, allowing the company to be 3 years ahead of everybody else in terms of manufacturing. The car company has introduced automation at its factory in China with hopes to replicate the same in its other factories globally. If Tesla is able to do this, then its production rate will be at an all-time high, making enough EVs available for the growing demand. Not everyone can replicate what Tesla is doing with its cars, and even if they can, they will be charging a whole lot more for these services. And with several other Tesla products like the Robotaxi and Cybertruck, which will soon hit the market, it will take a while before any of these companies can catch up with Tesla. What do you think about the outcome of Tesla's Investor Day? Let us know in the comments section. If you would like to know what Tesla has been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.